All right, here I am. Here I am. Good evening, everybody. We see Ms. Liz Lopez just joined us. Hello, Liz. Thank you for joining. This is our Monday Motivational Power Talk. We do this Monday Motivational Power Talk each and every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am Jay Hunter Lee. I want to welcome you guys. I want to say hello to Jocelyn Price, my cousin. How you doing today? Thank you for joining. We're going to go ahead and get started. But before we do, I'll have a few announcements I'd like to make. Tomorrow, if you're in the Tampa Bay area, tomorrow is the general meeting for the St. Petersburg Business League. Please come out to that meeting. It is no cost to it. We do have memberships. You can come out and check it out if you don't want to become a member right away. We have a great meeting tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of heavy hitters involved in this meeting. We have some great members in this organization as well. So come out and take a look at what we're doing with the St. Petersburg Business League. Also, the St. Petersburg Business League will be hosting their first mixer at the Island Grill on the 23rd. So make sure you guys come out tomorrow and we'll give you more details for the 23rd. Well, I'm going to give you that now, actually. The 23rd will be at the Island Grill at 5:30 p.m. from 5:30 to 8 o'clock. Now, they're going to have 2 tables set aside for us for 20 people, but don't worry. If it's more than 20, we still got room for you. It's a beautiful venue. It's a nice restaurant. It's called the Island Grill in Terra Verde, Florida. So come on out. You do have to pay a toll to get out there. The tolls are very cheap, probably under $1. So come on out and enjoy the evening with us on the 23rd, next week on the 23rd in Terra Verde at the Island Grill. And we do have an event page set up for that, and I have invited a whole lot of people. So if you didn't see an invite, make sure you inbox me so that I can send you an invite for that. Okay. Also, this coming Saturday, the 18th, I will be speaking over in Tampa at an event called Mind Your Mind. It's geared to help those who are looking to start entrepreneurship, also those who have suffered some mental blocks, some mental breakdowns in life, and they need some help. They need some boost, some inspiration to lift themselves back up. So I'm going to be doing that on Saturday. That is located at the Well Care Welcome Center over in Tampa. I also have an event page for that. So anything that you want to know in terms of what's coming up within this next week, inbox me and I'll be sure to send you all the information that you need, location, names, and all that kind of stuff. So I don't have that stuff right here in front of me, but what I shared with you just now is the best information I can give you. But I think you can still find it, okay? So let's get into our call. Oh, folks, I got apparel, man. You got to go to my website, jleespeaks.com. Go and check out my products page. Check out my book there. You can get a signed copy book. You can get T-shirts. I have T-shirts, coffee mugs, beach towels, pillows. I have some shirts with inspirational quotes on them. So you got to go out there and check that stuff out, folks. There's a lot of good stuff out there, okay? But I wanted to share that too. I almost forgot, but I didn't want to forget that. So be sure you check out jleespeaks.com. Check out the apparel that I have out there and products, and check out my event page too, all right? So let's get started, folks. If it's going to be, it's up to me to fulfill my dreams and possibilities with dedication and motivation to inspire thousands from all nations. When times are tough and breaks you down, just smile with toughness and rebuild from the ground. During tough times, adversity is a lot. Just remember, time flies, but you are the pilot. Woo! I am so excited. Thank you for joining this evening, folks. Last week, I spoke on the topic of one of the 7 natural laws of the universe. And one of those laws I mentioned last week, I talked about, was the law of transmutation. It states that everything moves in and out of physical form. And I shared a lot of ways on how to apply that to your life. So I'm not going to go into that now because that's from last week, but I highly encourage you to check out Monday Motivational Power Talk from last week. And listen to that video and share that video as well. Okay. Tonight, I want to talk about one of the 7 natural laws of the universe. And that is the law of rhythm. I love it. The law of rhythm. See, there are 7 natural laws, folks. And these laws are irrefutable. They're non-negotiable. Okay. So whatever you do in your life, you are applying one or probably all of these laws to your life each and every day, and you don't even know you are applying these laws. But the problem is most people are applying these laws in a way that these laws are working against them, not for them. So what's the key here? You want to learn these laws. You want to get these laws in your consciousness so you can bury into your subconscious mind. And when it's into your subconscious mind, remember I talked a long time ago, I talked about the 4 phases of learning, right? And the first phase is unconsciously incompetent. The second phase is consciously competent. The third phase is consciously competent. And the 4th phase is unconsciously competent. And you want to be in the 4th phase on all of these laws, which means when you're in the 4th phase of unconsciously competent, meaning you can do these laws, you can do things in your sleep, whatever it is you're learning. So it doesn't matter how smart you are, it doesn't matter how many PhDs or MBAs you have, you will always go through the 4 phases of learning. Why? Because you're always going to find something that you did not know. And these 4 phases have to take toll if you take yourself through those phases. Okay. Now, the law of rhythm. See, you're gonna hear some good stuff on this. The law of rhythm states that everything has a cycle, a natural cycle. A natural cycle, folks. Listen, the tides come in and the tides go out. Okay. Night follows day, day follows night. Okay. As one person dies, another person is born. This is nothing but the law of rhythm. That's all it is. And I said those things because that's the simplest way I can put it. All right. Now, here's what you got to know about this law. This law is a big explanation of what change is all about. It is a big explanation of what change is. Nothing stays the same but change. Change is constant. Change is going to happen whether you are ready for change or not. You see, I found that it's not that a lot of people don't like change. They don't like being changed. Hello, Diane Rozier. It's not that they don't like change. They don't like being changed. Okay, so change is constant. I found that the cells in our bodies causes us to have a new body every 3 years. Constant change, ladies and gentlemen. The law of rhythm. Now, why am I talking about the law of rhythm? Not just because I want to share these scientific examples with you, but let me tell you what else applies to the law of rhythm. You have good times and you have bad times. Good times don't last, neither does bad times. Have you ever heard someone say to you, tough times doesn't last, but tough people do? So you have to be tough, ladies and gentlemen. And here's what you got to understand about the law of rhythm. This is what you have to apply to that law consciously. Know that good times are coming back around. You see, a lot of people, they ride that thing. They good, then they down on the bad, rise up on the good again, down on the bad. You know, professionals call that bipolar. Me, I don't believe in bipolar, just like I don't believe in ADHD. But that's what the professionals say, so they can give you medication. So you got to be careful, because they will inject you, they will stuff you with meds if they think you have what they call bipolar. They'll give you the exact medicine that will cause you, that will give you exactly what they claiming you already have. So, but that's another sermon for another Sunday. So what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, you have to stay centered, you have to stay balanced. You have to get off the emotional roller coaster. You have to stay leveled. Why? And I'm touching a little bit on one of the 7 natural laws of the universe called the law of polarity. I'm touching on that a little bit because that law kind of follows the law of rhythm, because naturally everything is going to go up and down in terms of good times and bad times. They don't last, folks. Why? Because you're going to have challenging times that's going to make you better. Resistance make you stronger. If without resistance, there's no growth. Grass cannot grow without resistance. It doesn't just grow naturally, just easy growth. It needs resistance to grow. The dirt is the resistance for the grass to push through the soil to grow, right? A caterpillar cannot turn into a butterfly and come out of the cocoon if that butterfly doesn't struggle to get out of the cocoon, right? So resistance is there. So yeah, you're gonna have good times, but you're also gonna have bad times. But you apply that by knowing that good times are coming. You gotta get through the bad times. You gotta have guts to get through the bad time. You gotta understand that for every goal you create, obstacles are created. The law of rhythm, folks, it applies to exactly what you do on a daily basis. You can wake up tomorrow morning and not even know whether you're going to have good times or bad times. So this is why people always talk about, oh man, just have positive thoughts and you will always have positive experiences. That is hogwash. That is not natural. You're not, just because you think of positive all the time doesn't mean everything is going to be positive. You're also going to have negative, ladies and gentlemen. And that leans into the law of polarity, which means everything has an opposite. The opposites exist for balance. You can't turn your light on without negative and positive working together. Your car cannot start without negative and positive working together. So don't allow yourself to violate the law of polarity, because you're violating the law of rhythm. As the tides go in, the tides go back out. Now, let me tell you how I apply the law of rhythm to the tides. I used to catch crabs when I lived in DC. I used to go up and catch crabs out in Maryland, in Baltimore. I knew exactly what time to go out to catch the crabs. I know that the crabs comes by the shore, by the bank, when the tides come in. But see, most people didn't understand that they was out there in the hot sun all friggin' day, burning up, and some of them left with only about 3 to 4 crabs in their bucket. And I would go out there around 6 o'clock in the evening when I knew the tides come in. You got to understand the natural law, folks. That's the natural law of rhythm. You got to know when the tide come in. You got to know when the tide go back out. So the tide came in. I racked up with a whole lot of crabs. I had 2 big buckets of crabs. Took them home in DC and just gave them away to the community. I don't really eat crabs, but it was fun catching them. So I gave them away to the community. People was like, man, how do you get all these crabs? I say, you got to understand that crabs follow the tide washes the crabs ashore. The crabs come in with the tide. Why are the crabs coming with the tide? For 2 reasons. 1, the shore washes the crabs on shore. And 2, out in the water, the crabs following all of the high tides, because all the fishes is in the high waters. The good fishes, they on the bottom, they want to catch whatever they can catch, because all that stuff moves with the tide. So you got to understand, that's a natural law. It's called the natural law of rhythm. There are 7 natural laws of the universe, folks. Tonight is the night I'm actually going over the second law. It's not the second law, just 2 of the 7. Last week I spoke of the first one, was the law of transmutation. So make sure you guys visit that video from last Monday when I talked about the law of transmutation. That's very, very key. You got to understand that law, because that law strictly deals with metaphysics. If you don't understand metaphysics, take a listen to that video I did last week. That's an inch of metaphysics. I study metaphysics. I study quantum physics. So you got to understand these things, folks. People applying these laws to their lives every single day, but they're wondering why their lives stay in turmoil. It's because you are running these laws, you are operating these laws out of complete ignorance. You don't even know these laws exist, but you were born with the power to control these laws, and not control them, but to respect and operate how the universe operates the laws. I came here 4 years ago from Washington, D.C. I was broke, busted, and disgusted. As a matter of fact, I was homeless. I had a bunch of bad credit. Lost everything in DC. But I didn't let my circumstance determine my future. I knew at that point that good times were coming. All I had to do is put in the work. February the 6th, 2014 is the day I came to Florida. Lived in Tampa, found a rooming house eventually. But before I even found a rooming house, I was out trying to find work first. Because I knew that as long as I operate and respect the natural laws of the universe, that I will be fine. But you got to understand that the bad times are there for a reason. They are there to help you, to shape you. It's just like a business owner. A lot of people trying to get businesses. They're trying to get people to fund their business. They're trying to get customers for their business. They get a lot of no's. They get yeses. So, folks, you got to understand that is also a natural law of rhythm. You're going to get no's. You're going to get yeses. But here's what you got to understand as a business, as an entrepreneur, folks. If you can put this in the comments here, or you have something to write with, make sure you apply this. Write this down or put this in your comments. This is very, very key. Yes will build your business, but no's build your character. You guys get that? Put that in the comment. Yes will build your business, but no's will build your character. That's a natural law of rhythm. You're going to get yes, you're going to get no. You're going to get yes, you're going to get no. You're going to get yes, you're going to get no. And just because you have a deadline and you don't meet that deadline, guess what? You got to go past the deadline. And you got to keep going. You got to keep hammering at it. You see, folks, this is why in the spiritual realm, we always tell people that time is an illusion. And I'm about to tip into another law called the law of gestation. I'll get to that law another night. So gestation states that everything will manifest when it's ready to be manifested. You understand how I'm twink? I just shared just quick three of the 7 natural laws of the universe and how they intertwine with each other. But you have to understand these laws, folks. You got to understand these laws, because these laws are not to be played with. The law of rhythm. Everybody you know who walks. Did you know a granddaddy long leg can survive by detaching one of his legs? Did you know that a granddaddy long leg spider can purposely detach one of his legs if he feels that he's in danger or is in danger? Did you know that? And it takes a little bit of time for that daddy long leg to develop a new pattern of its walk with one leg missing. And when it discovers that new pattern, that becomes the rhythm of the daddy long legs walk. Did you guys know that? Listen, folks, everybody has a rhythm to their walk. It's a cycle, isn't it? Remember I said the law of rhythm is a cycle. Every time I meet people, and I do this all the time, I always just look at the rhythm of people's walk because I love science. I love the natural laws. I look at the natural laws of the universe every single day. I'm like, this person got a rhythm. Look at this rhythm. I met Kimmy Tortuga about a week ago. She performed. I noticed her rhythm. She has a downbeat to her walk. She has a downbeat to her walk, and her downbeat is on her right foot. She has the same downbeat when she's playing her guitar. She didn't know I picked it up, but I pick things up on everybody. That's just me practicing the natural laws of the universe. You guys understand what I'm saying here? Take these laws, folks, and play with them, practice them, learn them. Google the 7 natural laws of the universe so that when I come next week and the week after and I talk about another law, you will automatically be in sync with what I'm talking about. So how do you apply the law of rhythm to your life? You know that good times don't last, bad times don't last. So be prepared to inspect the unexpected. Be prepared. Robert Kiyosaki said, if you prepare for bad times, you will only know good times. So what is he saying there? He's telling you that bad times are coming. You guys know Robert Kiyosaki. He's the writer, the author of the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He also wrote a book called Conspiracy of the Rich. I highly recommend you get both of those books. So the law of rhythm, folks, you apply it by knowing that bad times won't last. Just think of the good times that is on its way. But you can't sit back on your rear end and just say, I'd be glad when good times come. No, you can't do that. You got to continue to work, because if you sit back and just only wait for good times, guess what happens? Whether good times come or not, you're not growing. So the only way you're going to grow is to battle the challenges that you're going to face in your life. Battle the adversity that you're going to face in your life. Some of the ways those adversities come to you is by your own thoughts. Every goal you create, adversity and obstacles are also created. And if you procrastinate on that goal that you created, those obstacles are going to come find you. You rather for those obstacles to find you while you're working or find you while you're procrastinating. That's the law of rhythm, folks. It's coming. So don't just sit back and just chill on good times. You have to work through the good times just as well as you have to work through the bad. You have to continue to work, folks. Why? Because change never stops working. Change is consistent. Change, the only thing that stays the same is change. That's one of the first quotes in my book, Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. The only thing that stays the same is change. So guess what? You must constantly change yourself, and you must constantly practice and study these natural laws of the universe. I got 5 minutes, folks. I've been going for it. Woo, come on, folks. And I got 6 minutes. Anybody have any questions? Let me answer some questions. We're going to take 5 minutes to answer questions. I don't want to talk the whole time like I did last week. I want to open it up for some questions. Who has some questions? Diane Rosier said, I didn't know that. I forgot what you said you didn't know about. Kimmy is in here. Hey, Kimmy. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, Kimmy is a dynamite vocalist, guitar player, and keyboard. I'm going to learn how to play keyboard. I'm going to learn how to play guitar. I'm going to buy a guitar pretty soon. I want to learn. I heard this guy named Jubu Smith play keyboard. He plays for Frankie Beverly and Mays. And one of Frankie Beverly's songs is called The Golden Time of Day. And in that song, Jubu Smith has a solo. His solo is like two and a half minutes long. And that dude plays the heck of a guitar I have never heard played before. And I've never had an interest in playing guitar until I heard that guy play. Plays with Frankie Beverly Mays. His name is Jubu Smith. Jubu Smith. Look him up on YouTube. And he actually used to play with Tony, but he's now with Frankie Beverly and Mays, and the guy is out of this world. I'm like, OMG. Oh yes, the granddaddy long leg. You see, I study a whole lot of stuff, guys. I'm telling you, I love to study science. I love to study animals. I like to study people. You know, I mean, everybody's walk has a rhythm to it. Everybody's walk. Those are natural laws of the universe. The law of rhythm is one of the laws. And I look at people's law, and I look at people. Let's say some people, I look at some people, how they walk up the stairs. Some people prefer to walk up the stairs off the left foot first. If it's even, now I'm gonna tell you about me. If I'm walking up some stairs, I've already counted the stairs before I got to the stairs. So I'll know which foot I'm gonna start with and which foot I'm gonna end with. I always wanna take my last step off the top of the stairs with my right foot. Always. It never fails. So I'm counting the steps before I get to them. Now, if there's a whole lot of steps, I ain't gonna count all them steps, but I'm gonna count them. And then if I get to the last two steps, and if it look like I'm gonna end with my left foot, I will skip that last step and go to the top step with my right foot. I always do it. I just love to play with the natural laws. I love to do it. And I go up the step the same way, like ta, 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 ta. Rhythm. We all have it, folks. Everybody, I mean, you guys might not have it in terms of going up the steps, but believe me, your walk has a rhythm. I can sit back and I can hear a person's footstep, and I can tell you, if I already know that person, I already can tell you who that person is. I know the rhythm of that person's walk. I know the rhythm of Liz Lopez's walk. I know the rhythm of Linda Comber's walk. She's on here. I've seen her walk. I've seen Kimmy's walk. I know your guys' walk. It's rhythm, and it just me practicing these natural laws. I practice so many stuff, man, in science. It's unbelievable. Science is beautiful, folks. But anybody got a question? Come on, folks. Come on now. We got some questions. Y'all ain't got no questions, man. We got 2 more minutes. Come on, shoot me a question. Come on, folks. Y'all not challenging me. Y'all not challenging me. Yes, Kimmy, the law of polarity. I mean, it is that's an amazing law, Kimmy. I love that law. All right, well, that's it then, folks. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down. I want to thank you guys. Please share this video and share with as many people as you can. Share it in different groups. You know, people who would love to hear this message, who need to hear this message. And I should see you guys next week. Next Monday night, same time, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Jay Lee. I want you to do me one big favor. Sing like no one can hear you. Dance like no one can see you. Love like you've never been hurt. And live like it's heaven on earth. I'm Jay Lee. I love you, and the world needs you. So stop that damn texting and driving. Peace and blessings, folks. Have a great day.